Hey there, friends. This is just a quickie. I just thought about it a little while ago. I've been doing a lot of studying, biohacking, studying nutrition, disease processes. As some of you may know, when I first started out with my education, I was pre-med, and that was something I was really interested in. Sorry, I thought I spilled something on myself. Anyhow, I'm not here to teach you anything necessarily. I just want to turn you on to some other folks here on in the YouTube sphere that are really good, knowledgeable of what they talk about. One thing I've come to the conclusion is that the food that your grandparents or your parents or your great grandparents cooked, that especially in our country in the United States, saw as being very gross, and in many ways it was. Trust me, I do not have the palate for liver and onions. But what I'm finding out is a lot of things that we've been taking medication for, a lot of disease processes that we experience, especially those of us who had a few more birthdays than others, are related to what we shove down our throat. You know, the sugars, carbs, the chemicals, I trust me, I'm not pure. I got this stuff going on. But I'm working on getting better. But I think at least three people I'm going to put down in the show notes here, and these are people I've been watching and just been fascinated by. One of the concepts that I looked up. One of them said recently in a video I watched was, when you eat, you want to eat from nose to tail. And what that means is there's more to the animal than the muscle, which is what we consider meat, whether it's chicken or pork or beef. We've become accustomed just eating muscle. Well, that's great. It's high protein and high fat, which is also good, believe it or not. But I want to expose you to this. I mean, you could watch these guys' videos and think them or myself are full of it, but I want to give an opportunity because I don't know about you, but the healthcare industry, whether you want to call it big pharma, big medicine, big insurance, whatever, I've been noticing that there's a lack of compassion, lack of listening, lack of customer service. It makes you not even want to go see your healthcare providers anymore. I could go on and rant about things I've gone through, my wife's gone through. It's not good stuff. And medication and slicing and dicing and saying that, you've got this cancer or that cancer. There's no, this is the path. We're all going to go down that path, and that's the way it's going to be. It probably isn't. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I studied some medicine when I was younger. But anyhow, I'm really getting turned on to these guys. I'm implementing some of the things they talk about, especially when I see a thread or a theme going amongst all of them. I usually think that if they all are in agreement, that's probably a good thing. Some of them, sometimes they disagree with each other, but the reason why I'm putting it out there is the reason why I do these videos is I'm trying to uplift people, whether it is talking about business, talking about men's issues, talking about health, talking about anything that has to do with, your business or investing or whatever. I'm trying to teach people to set them up higher. Like when I used to do coaching way back when, and also tutoring and teaching, is I don't want people to become dependent on me. I want to help people to become independent. And so take a look at some of these and poke around, watch some of the videos, and let me know down in the comments section if what you think about these things. But what I'm finding is that eating whole foods, I guess it would be, or the whole animal, like for instance with your collagen, eating gelatin. You want to know what that's made from? Hooves. Hooves, the feet of certain animals. Yeah, it's gross, right? But, back in the day, our ancestors, just like when a lion attacks another animal, what's left? The bones. They eat everything, and there's a reason for that. We were meant to eat everything. It's like when you start talking about some of these home remedies for different things. You're eating parts of plants that you never thought you'd eat, like dandelion. Different parts of the dandelion have different nutritional and medicinal purposes. It's mind-boggling. I have some Celtic blood in me. My ancestors are both Irish and Scottish, and there's a group that has Celtic or Scottish dinners once a month. It's kind of fun to go to. I'm learning more about ancestry of the Scots and what my ancestors would be like. But one of the things that they present almost every dinner is haggis. I know it sounds kind of gross, and it is kind of gross, but actually it doesn't taste bad when it's prepared well. And it has a lot of organ meats in it. And organ meats, just like I said before, liver, has a lot of nutrients and micronutrients that we need. And because we don't consume that stuff is why we're sick. There's a lot of micro elements, minerals that we need, not a lot, not boatloads of it, but little ones. And because of the nature of our diet and the nature of the soil our plants grow in, the plants don't get it, the animals don't get it, that means we don't get it. That's why there's all these pill popping things. You can take potassium, you can take iron, whatever, in pill form, because we're not getting it in our diet. Anyhow, that's enough for me for now. I'm going to put some links down below, and I encourage you to look at it and listen to these guys. I say guys, dudes. I'm sure there's some women out there who do it too, so this is not a gender thing, but primarily the ones I found when I'm doing my own research have been doctors, men. And some of them, what's really interesting is they started out in standard medicine and started finding that things on the side are actually better than the pills that we pop. So anyhow, just doing this kind of like as a public service announcement, I guess. All right, you all take care. Talk to you soon. Oh, by the way, Donald Henderson here. Bye-bye.